Connect with the show's social medias. Let us know what you're thinking. The Instagram and Twitter account is at TVJ_Daytime Live. But the metaverse, sorry guys, is one word, at TVJ Daytime Live.
You know, somebody asked me who name Angus. And you can catch back shows
Catching on, people.
OneSpotMedia.com or on YouTube, just search for Daytime Live TVJ Buzz Up Time.
Oh, buzzing. What happened? What happened?
Now, Culture and Entertainment Minister Olivia Grange says the Dangerous Drug Act will undergo further amendments that will see the widening of legislative authority and the recognition and the preservation of marijuana use in Jamaican culture. Now, the legislation was amended in 2015 to decriminalize the use of small quantities of marijuana. But Grange announced the pending changes to the legislation, which said were decided 2 weeks ago by Cabinet.
She said, and I quote, ultimately, it is about the re-enfranchisement of our people. So it is my hope that we go even further than decriminalization and create legislation that will enhance its cultivation, its production, processing, and distribution, including the creation of byproducts as part of our governance policy to promote sustainable prosperity for all.
The Culture Minister said Cabinet has instructed that the legislation be amended because the Ministry of Culture, a critical component, was not adequately recognized, similar to the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Ministry of National Security, and the Ministry of Justice, especially given the historic nature of marijuana cultivation and use by Jamaicans. Now, Grange was at the CANEX Business Conference and Expo in Montego Bay on Friday, September 16, and no timeline was given for the amendments.
I think this is wonderful. I'm really glad that we're having a look at it, particularly as the world starts to decriminalize marijuana. I'm glad that we're revisiting legislation, we're revisiting laws and that kind of stuff. We know that there's a lot of people now that's in prison for things that, you know, are now okay. And so I'm hoping that with the revisiting of the laws, that perhaps this would also impact persons who are paying for crimes that perhaps now aren't deemed as excessive as perhaps once were.
Well, two things. You brought up that idea that maybe those who have been charged or maybe penalized for those quantities that within the decriminalization, that it will be struck from their records, not something that to be held against them. And if they are actually being prosecuted right now, it will be put aside. But I think most importantly, in her statement, she said it will be productivity for all. I really hope that it will be right across the board, because thus far, the small farmers or persons or individuals who really would like to get into the whole marijuana industry have been on the outside. You know, since it's been decriminalized, bigger
the licenses aren't being granted to the small men.
The bigger entities,
to the bigger bodies
have been
the big money people
thus far.
Absolutely.
So let's see if that actually will happen and that change.
I want to tell you something. In Denmark, I went to, they have this little area in Denmark. We kind of have it at, I don't know what festival it is, I can't remember, but there's a sub-festival that we do it at here. But they have it like an ongoing thing where you just walk in because it's a Tuesday and you're kind of bored, and you can get any kind of, you can get strawberry, marijuana, Rebel Salute is the one. Loads and loads of stuff like that. And like I said, it's just a Tuesday. It's not like a special event. So it'd be good to see Jamaica kind of headed in that direction, particularly with tourism.
Let's see. Places like, let's see what happens.